This is Amud Yomi Gemara and Shabbos. Dav Chav Gimel Amud Aleph, and we pick it up in the very bottom of Chav Beis and Beis, the last line. We're in the middle of discussing within the sugya of Chanukah, what is the mitzvah? Hadlaka is a mitzvah, or Hanacha is a mitzvah? Is it the placing down the menorah in the place that has to be the mitzvah, or do you have to light it in that place? So Tashema says the Gemara to Amar. Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi turning over to Chav Gimel Amud Aleph. Ashashis, you have a glass lantern that is burning the entire Shabbos. Shabbos, what do? You put it out in Malik and you relight it. To fulfill, of course, the mitzvah Chanukah. From here proves the Gemara very simply. If the lighting is the mitzvah, now I understand, we had to put it out and relight it. Why do you have to put it on and relight it? The Brisa should have said that you put it out, you lift it up, and then you put it back down, and then you relight it. Meaning you have to do a new hanacha. From the fact that the Brisa didn't mention anything about the hanacha, just said you put it on and relight it, is a raya that halakha oiseh mitzvah. V'oid continues the Gemara with another raya. And since we make a bracha, asher kedishanu b'mitzvaysa v'tzivanu le'hadlik ner shel Chanukah. Shema mina laka is a mitzvah. Shema mina, says the Gemara, Gevaldika Raya. Continues the Gemara, v'hashadar mina laka is a mitzvah. 10 lines down, the first line is halakha. Now that you're telling me that the lighting is the mitzvah. Hadlakas chayre sheita v'katan, of a damn mute, a katan, someone who's saying lights, the menorah los l'klam. It is nothing. Isha vaday madlika. Of course, a woman can light the menorah. Why? Sha'af hein haya b'yisanes. They have their own chiyuv, and they can even light on behalf of the husband. The husband's not home. Husband's at business, etc. The woman can certainly light the menorah. Amar Rav Sheishes achsinoi. First word on the line, 15 lines down. Chayiv b'ner Chanukah. A guest is obligated. Originally, when I was a Talmud in the Yeshiva of Rav, and I lived by someone, I would participate, I would buy into the lighting, I would give a pruta, and then I would be part of their lighting. However, after I got married, I said, now I don't need to contribute towards the menorah to come alikin alike b'goy beisei. Since they're lighting for me, the menorah in my house, the woman has a full obligation, and therefore she was able to light the menorah for Rav Sheshes. Amar Rav Yeshua ben Levi, kol hashmanim kulan yavel ner. All oils could be used for the ner Chanukah. V'shemen zayis min hamuvchar. Olive oils min hamuvchar. Amar Abaya. Originally, we go looking for sesame seed oil. Why? Because sesame seed oil apparently would light the longest. Even the Shamla Lahadur Yeshua ben Levi. However, once he heard that which Yeshua ben Levi said, that you should light with olive oil. That's what he went to look for. It's a clearer light. It's not about lighting longer, but about being more pretty, more beautiful light. All oils are good for diyai, for ink. Are we talking about the olive oil to knead or to smoke the glass vessel? For everything. All smoke oils are good for black ink. All gum, different utensil you put inside the ink is good. Usraf kitaf yaf mikulam, and this certain type of gum is the best of all of them. Amar of Rashi Amar Rav, about 10 lines from the white lines. Hamaling ner shel Chanukah zarich levarich. So who lights ner shel Chanukah must make a bracha. Rav Yirmiyah Amar Harei ner shel Chanukah zarich levarich. When you see, interesting. When you see a ner shel Chanukah, you have to make a bracha. Amar Rav Yehuda, Yoim Rishon Harei Mevarich Tayim. The first day when you see a menorah, you make 2 brachas. Umadlik, and if you like them on your own, mevarich shleisha. Mikan ve'elach madlik mevarich shtayim. If you like your own menorah, you make two. Ve'royeh mevarich achas. My mimait. What is decreased between day 1 to the subsequent days of Chanukah? Says the Gemara, why not have an imam nes? There was a nes on each and every day. So now we know the first day is 3, including Shechianu. And we already know there's something called the Shechianu. We know there's a bracha on the nes. And then there's, of course, the bracha on the menorah. Every subsequent day, you don't make the Shechianu, you only have the other brachas. And the Royah, the one who sees the menorah, of course, will make the same bracha. It's just lacking the bracha of lahadlik on actually lighting it. Now the Gemara teaches us, what is this bracha? My mivarich. Okay, lamaisa, 2 lines on the white lines. What is the bracha? Mivarich asher kishanu lahadlik ner shel Chanukah. Says the Gemara, asher kedishanu. Excuse me. Says the Gemara, v'tzivanu. Where's the tzivoy? V'echad tzivoy. It's a din derabanan. Rav Avya Amar mi loisasur. The famous loisasur. That when the Torah says you should not deviate right or left from that which the Rabbanan tells us to do, that is a commandment to do whatever the Rabbanan did, and therefore you can say V'tzivanu. Is another makar to listen to the Dinei Dirabanan. Says the Gemara Master Rav Amram on the second white line, Hademayim Arvin Boikis for an Erev, Umishtatvin Boikis for a sheet of Mevois. And you let him make a maitzi on it, and you can make a zimun with it. And you can utilize it for meiser, even when one is not dressed during Peinash Mashis. That was a Mishnah. Says the Gemara, what do we see from this Mishnah? If you're going to tell me every derabanan due to Laisas or due to Shalavicha requires a bracha, if you're not dressed, how do you make a bracha? You can't make a bracha when you're undressed. Says Abaye, what's your kasha? Of course, Dinei Derabanan needs a bracha. Safek did Devreim lo by bracha, but over there by Demai it's a safek, and that's why you don't make a bracha. Says the Gemara Yantav Sheni. But here, in the case of Yantav Sheni, Safek Devreim lo by bracha, it's also a safek Derabanan. You make a bracha on Kiddush. Says the Gemara also the reason you make a bracha on Yantav Sheni is purely so it doesn't come to Zilzal Rava Marav Ma'aretz Ma'asrin. And a different reason why you don't make a bracha on Damai is because a Meiser Roiv does take off Meiser, and therefore even though you're doing it now due to the Safek, but it's only a Miyot, therefore you will not make a bracha on that Miyot. Amar Rav Huna continues the Gemara. Rav Huna, we're about 7 lines into the very wide lines. If you have a chatzar, you have a courtyard with 2 openings. Sricha shtei neiros. You have to put a different menorah in each doorway. V'amar Rava, it's not just 2 doorways; it has to be on different sides. It's not a problem. My time says, where did this come from? A fascinating din. We know every mitzvah you do 1 here because you have a second doorway. You make a second menorah. That people are going to suspect you of not letting a menorah. Chashad is the man whom. So even if it's one way, you should put up another menorah because maybe they won't see the first one. People have your own town because they know you and they'll see your other door. So when is there a concern that dafka, when you have 2 doors in 2 areas, then you need a second menorah? Answers the Gemara as we conclude. However, they only pass by one side of your house. And they'll think just like there's no menorah on this side, there's no menorah on that side. That's why when you have 2 doors on different sides of the chutz, you have to light on both of them.